Everybody, I'm Melissa. Thank you so much for following along as I explore the unique charm of Japan's Takarazuka Revue. So in last week's episode, I talked about how Takarazuka actresses are sorted into the 5 main Takarazuka troupes, as well as discussing kumigae, or the process of changing troupes. In this week's episode, I'm going to be attempting to answer the question, what is a Shinjinkoen? So I'm going to be looking at what a Shinjinkoen is, as well as why it's such a critical part of Takarazuka. So to start off with, Shinjinkoen essentially translates to rookie performance in English. So for every main production staged by the Takarazuka Revue company, there will be a Shinjinkoen, or a performance where the upper class actresses take the night off and the production is staged entirely by lower class actresses. Here, by upper class actresses, I mean actresses who have been performing with Takarazuka Revue for 8 or more years. So only actresses who have been performing with Takarazuka for 7 or less years are able to perform in the Shinjinkoen. This usually means a cast of around 40 or 50 actresses will appear in a Shinjinkoen, in comparison with the usual 70 or more actresses that appear in a main production. The Shinjinkoen will actually be staged twice during a production's run. First at the Grand Theatre in Takarazuka City, Hyogo, and second at the Tokyo Takarazuka Theatre. Tickets for Shinjinkoen can be purchased by the public, but Shinjinkoen are incredibly popular, so it is very difficult to get tickets. The upper class actresses will also attend the performance, and it's really lovely to see the actresses sit back and beam with pride for their younger teammates. It's also interesting to hear in interviews with top stars and other upper class actresses how watching the Shinjinkoen gave them a different perspective on their own role and performance. So the play performed at the Shinjinkoen will actually be a slightly condensed version of the main production. Because the cast is smaller and the rehearsal time shorter, some non-vital scenes will be cut. Some characters will also be cut entirely and their lines given to other characters instead. The same sets and props as from the main production will be used. And for the most part, the lower class actresses will borrow the costumes of the upper class actresses. There is a really limited ability to alter these costumes, so sometimes they do look a little bit big on the lower class actresses, which really adds to the young, fresh feeling of the Shinjinkoen performance. If there is really too big of a size difference, sometimes other costumes will be used instead. Lower class actresses must be really careful when borrowing costumes from upper class actresses. They must ensure the costumes are returned to the exact position and in perfect condition. I can only imagine that this is a really stressful task. In addition, in a Shinjinkoen, there is no grand finale or parade. Instead, there will be a standard curtain call where the actresses take their bows and a few speeches are made. All audience members at the Shinjinkoen will receive a brochure with the names and roles of the actresses appearing in the Shinjinkoen. In addition, there is always a lot of press for the Shinjinkoen, so especially the 2 actresses cast in the top star and top musumeyaku role will make a lot of appearances in interviews on television and in magazines. The Shinjinkoen performance will also be recorded and later broadcast on Takarazuka's TV channel, Sky Stage. So as for rehearsals, rehearsal time for Shinjinkoen is really limited because of course these young actresses must also learn their roles for the normal production. This will often mean that these actresses will perform in 1 or 2 normal performances on a given day, and then after that go to Shinjinkoen rehearsals, which could last up until around midnight before going home to get ready to start it all again the next day. So it must be an incredibly exhausting time for these young actresses. In addition, the director for the Shinjinkoen will usually not be the same as the director for the main production. Typically, it will be a younger director. As for the performances in the Shinjinkoen, there is a lot of variety. So some actresses will perform their character in a way closely resembling the performance delivered by the upper class actress in the normal production, while other actresses will deliver a really different performance in the Shinjinkoen. So, the Shinjinkoen is an incredibly fun part of Takarazuka, but you might be wondering what purpose it serves. Well, for the younger actresses, the Shinjinkoen is a great opportunity to shine on stage and really build up some new skills. In Takarazuka main productions, mostly young actresses will have no or next to no lines, will appear only at the back of dance numbers and as part of the chorus. However, in a Shinjinkoen, these actresses will have the chance to show what they can do with a bigger role, including some lines, potentially solos, and dancing up front. This is a great opportunity to gain some new fans, and as I'll discuss in a future episode, building up a large fan base early on is essential to moving up the Takarazuka star system. For Takarazuka Revue producers, the Shinjinkoen is a key opportunity to test some actresses who are seen as future potential stars. As I discussed in episodes 3 and 4, for otokoyaku, performing the lead role or top star role in a Shinjinkoen is basically a requirement for becoming top star in the future. And for a musumeyaku, performing the heroine role or top musumeyaku role in a Shinjinkoen is basically a requirement for becoming top musumeyaku in the future. So, if we look at the current top stars, Tamaki Ryo of the Moon Troupe and Makaze Suzuho of the Cosmos Troupe both performed the lead role in 5 Shinjinkoens each before becoming top star. Rei Makoto of the Star Troupe and Yuzuka Rei of the Flower Troupe both performed the lead role in 3 Shinjinkoens, and Nozomi Futo of the Snow Troupe in 1 Shinjinkoen. For Musumeyaku, Misono Sakura of the Moon Troupe performed the lead Musumeyaku role in 3 Shinjinkoens, and then we have Hana Yuki of the Flower Troupe, Hoshikaze Madoka of the Cosmos Troupe, and Maisora Hitomi of the Star Troupe all performed the lead Musumeyaku role in 2 Shinjinkoens, and Maya Kiho of the Snow Troupe in 1 Shinjinkoen. Interestingly, the reason that otokoyaku typically perform in more Shinjinkoens than the musumeyaku is that mostly musumeyaku will become top musumeyaku while still technically at that lower class level of actresses, usually around their 5th year of performing with Takarazuka, although maybe 3rd year. So this will mean that they no longer appear in Shinjinkoens. So, from the casting of Shinjinkoen, it is pretty easy to identify who the likely future stars of Takarazuka are. Sometimes you'll even see actresses who portrayed a character in a Shinjinkoen later go on to portray that character in an actual main production as top star. So for example, Makaze Suzuho first performed the lead role of Danny Ocean in the Shinjinkoen of the 2011 star production of Ocean's 11, and then later on went on to actually play Danny Ocean as top star in the 2019 Cosmos production of Ocean's 11. So, of course, while the lead and heroine role are the most important roles in the Shinjinkoen, also the Nibante role, Sanbante role, second-ranked female role, and some of those other kind of high-ranked roles are really key markers of who the likely key players will be in the Takarazuka troupe in the future. In addition, a younger actress in her maybe first few years of performing with Takarazuka, who is able to do a really good job performing a smaller role in a Shinjinkoen, might receive a larger role in a future Shinjinkoen. The Shinjinkoen is an incredibly important opportunity for all young actresses in Takarazuka to show what they can do on stage, and you can only imagine it is incredibly nerve-wracking. Remember, these actresses will only be in their early 20s and about to step out on a stage before thousands of people, with this performance later broadcast on TV. There are many stories of actresses bursting into tears due to nerves before a Shinjinkoen performance, and I honestly don't think I would be able to cope with the level of pressure. So that is a Takarazuka Shinjinkoen. Shinjinkoens are incredibly fun to watch. It's really great to see the younger Takarazuka actresses all working together and putting in so much effort to really deliver a spectacular performance. Watching a Shinjinkoen is the best way to get a sense of how the future of Takarazuka will look, and it's also really fun to go back and watch previous Shinjinkoens to see how far some of today's Takarazuka stars have really come. In next week's episode, I'm going to be attempting to answer the question, what is Senka, as I look at the special troupe consisting of some of Takarazuka's more senior actresses. I really hope you'll tune in. And if you've been liking this series so far, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Please take care. Bye!